Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Evie and I'll be creating this beautiful look for you today. So stay tuned and watch how I get this look. So I'm going to go ahead and use the Tarte Shape Concealer. This is in the shade Fair Neutral. I love this concealer. It is so cool. And I'm just going to go ahead and blend it out with my little sponge. I'm gonna go ahead and start with this little brush right here. I don't know the name of my brushes, but all I know is that they work. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my Morphe little palette. This is a 39A Dare to Create palette. And I'm gonna go ahead and start with this color right here. Okay, so now I'm gonna just start tapping it in my corner and kind of out like this. And I'm not gonna start blending yet, not until I get all that color in here. Just like that. Go ahead and grab this little fluffy brush right here. This is from Luxie, and it's the 250 large eyeshadow blending brush. So now I'm gonna go ahead and slowly start blending it outward into the middle of our eyelids like this. And I kind of like to use, I don't know what you call this motion, but just do like that. And then little circular motions like that. I do have very small eyelids, so I like to sometimes like open up my eye like that. I probably look super crazy right now, but okay, now that it looks like that, we're not done, so don't be judging me yet. Clearly we want this to be a little darker. So now I'm going to go ahead and grab this Morphe brush. It's the M506. And then I'm going to blend that out. Be patient with blending because I might be like, oh my god, this looks so horrible, but you gotta be very patient. Right here with that little bit of color that we have. What I like to do is with a very fluffy brush like this, I'm gonna go ahead, and this has no product on it whatsoever. Just gonna go ahead and do the very top so that way that blends out and there's no harsh lines. Kind of like that. Now I'm going to go back with the original brush I started with and just keep dabbing here. A little bit more. And then very carefully and slowly, you're just going to go ahead and bring it up just a tad bit. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it like that, very simple. We're going to clean it up, of course. We're not going to go out looking this crazy. I'm just going to go ahead and lighten it up a little bit over here with the neutral colors. So I'm going to go ahead and use this one right here. I always make sure to tap off the excess because we don't want to have too much powder on there. I'm just going to go with this. Again, this is what I like to do just because I have very small eyes. We don't want to go ahead and look too crazy. So I am going to go ahead and cut my crease. So now I'm going to go ahead and start from here. We're only going to do half of this. So gotta be careful. And I'm just going to look up. And that's my highest point. You always want to look up because you don't want to do it too low and then you know, you're gonna end up looking up and then you're gonna have glitter over, just all over. We don't want none of that. What I like to do is I like to grab my finger and just kind of grab that concealer and blend it in. Okay, now to apply my color, I'm gonna use this big brush right here. This is a large shadow brush, but I like to use it to apply my color. We're gonna go ahead and use this palette from Butter London. I don't know if it's from there, but I got it from BoxyCharm. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the color Queen. Now I'm just gonna dab that in where we cut our crease. So now I'm gonna go ahead and grab that same brush and whatever is left on it, I'm gonna go ahead and blend these two. I'm just gonna go back and forth very softly. Like that. And then brush it back. I kind of like to dab it as well. So now with my finger, I'm gonna go ahead and grab that color and just do that. Okay, so now that we finished our cut crease, I'm gonna go ahead with this Enchantress, whatever, this color right here, with my finger again. And I'm gonna apply that right over this, but very lightly. And there we have it. I'm gonna go ahead and do my other eye off camera, and I'll be back to continue the look. I don't know what happened to my camera, so we're gonna go ahead and add some eyeliner. This is the one from e.l.f. I bought it. Let's see how it works. I like to use the Kat Von D one because it's a pen, and I like pens better. But I'm out. Hello! Hello. Go ahead and use the Makeup Shack lashes. These are the Giselle, and they look like this. Look like this. I'm gonna go ahead and use my Makeup Shack. What is it called? Glue, because I swear, as soon as, like, the first time I ever tried it, I fell in love with it. Because it just holds your eyelashes so freaking well. I like to use my finger, but sometimes I like to use this little Makeup Shack tweezer eyelash thingies. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply my eyelashes, and I'll be right back. So now I'm gonna go ahead and move on with my face. I am gonna go ahead and use the Hangover Too Faced 3-in-1 Replenishing Primer and Setting Spray. I barely got this, and I actually really like it, and it smells so good. And I'm also gonna go ahead and use my little no pore balm. This is Touch in Soul. I'm gonna use it right here. These, where all my pores are the most, I'm gonna just do that. And grab a flat brush like this and just kind of spread that around. And I know that I have pink all over, but it's fine. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start with my foundation. This is from Tarte, and this is in the shade Ivory. So I put it on the back of my hand, and I'm just, do not put it on with the sponge. It's gonna, oh, guys, I already got my dress all dirty. But now I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my brush, my sponge, And make sure it's nice and wet. I already wet my sponge before. I didn't add as much as foundation under my eyes just because we're gonna go ahead and use some concealer. So we don't want it to look too cakey on that side. Now I'm gonna go ahead and grab a different brush because I'm gonna show you a cute little trick. So I'm gonna grab this little, sorry, there's a hair. This brush like this. It's kind of like angled. And I'm gonna put some foundation on it. And I'm gonna get all around my eyebrows. I know I already put a different type of foundation on it, but this is what I like to do. And just, you know, start getting here. Then I like to grab the brush and kind of like blend the inner corner out. Do you see the difference? I don't know if you can tell. It just makes it look cleaner and then kind of like blends it out. Now I'll go back with my little sponge and then carefully just go like that. Voila! So now I'm gonna use two types of concealers. I'm gonna go ahead and use the CoverGirl. This is in the shade Fair Claire. I'm gonna get right here. Kind of like this, but not as much as a Tarte Shape. You know. And I know this is very light for me, but I'm very light. I kind of like to blend it and make sure it's kind of blending in with my makeup or my foundation. The nose I like to be a little bit more gentle. My Too Faced translucent powder, and this is the translucent color. Wow. I like this, but then sometimes I hate it because I don't know. Anyways, we're gonna grab the concealer. I don't know what's wrong with my brain. I'm gonna grab the translucent powder, and then what I like to do, I feel like this trick works so freaking perfect. I don't like to bake, I guess, but this is what I like to do. Just dab it in, just like that. Literally, like, dab it into your skin so it melts. And I found like this works so freaking good. Face, we're not gonna do that. I'm gonna go ahead and cut my cheeks. I don't know if anyone does their makeup. You know, everyone does their makeup differently. Here, I'm gonna do the same thing, and up here. But don't judge. Everyone does their makeup differently. I like to do it a certain way. Another person might do it a different way. Beautiful. Now we look gorgeous. Oh, and then whatever's left on the brush, on the freaking sponge, just gonna go ahead and set my whole face with whatever product we have left. Literally. You're not gonna go back and add more powder. That way you don't look too powdered. Oh, like a powdered donut. Grab this brush. It's very fluffy, very flat. And I just like to dab it all over my face. Kind of taking off that excess powder. But this is what I do. Kind of like brush it out. Now we're gonna look like a powdered donut, but that's alright. And then I like to bring that powder down here. Start bronzing. I'm gonna use, I'm sorry, I'm very dirty like when it comes to doing makeup, so everything has my fingerprints on it. But this is the Tartea's Pro Glow palette. And I love it because it comes with two of each, blush, highlighters, and bronzer. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this color right here. This one has like a sheen to it, I guess. It's really pretty though. So for my bronzer, I like to use this fluffy brush. It's kind of like angled a little bit, or pointy, I guess. So I'm gonna use this color again right here. Tap it off and do the fish. This is what I like to do. Little motions like this. Circular motion. Don't worry about my hair, I'm gonna fix it after, so don't be scared. So now I'm gonna do the same thing. Circular motions like that. Probably think I'm crazy. I am crazy though. Why did the light, is it just me or the light got brighter? I don't know. So now for my nose, I really don't know how to like contour your nose, but I'm gonna use this little fluffy brush like this. And go ahead and use that sheen color, this one right here. Just kind of be very, very gentle. Oh my god, excuse my hair. Very, very gentle with the brush and bring it all the way from here, all the way down. You see that? Now what I like to do for my nose so it doesn't look like super marcado, like super imprinted, I guess. I like to grab that same fluffy brush and just do this. And ta-da! I don't know if you can tell, but now I'm gonna go ahead and use some blush from the same palette. And I like to mix both of the colors and tap it off. So I know this is, I like to smile and bring it down. Smile, bring it down. And I know it's just like right here, mainly. Because I don't like mixing it all the way. Because it just makes you look like un duvalin. If you know what that is. It's Mexican candy. So now what I definitely like to do is a little bit, like very, very lightly. And bring that blush right here. And now I'm going to go back with that brush and kind of do this all over. Kind of gives it more of a natural. That's all I do. There's other ways that I like to do my bronzer, but it depends. Also, I really don't like to do it right here because I've seen a lot of times that it just looks so bad, but just take it very lightly and that's it. Now I'm gonna go back with the Hangover Too Faced primer and setting spray. Spray it all over my face. We're gonna use the same palette for our highlighter. We're gonna go ahead and do this like more the champagne color. And I love to go all out. So then I like to go in the middle of my forehead, do like a circular, and then bring it down. And then back up, and then back down here. It just makes you look like you're just, I know it looks probably funny on the camera. Now I like to grab the pink highlighter shade, put that on my nose because it just makes you look super glossy. And right here on your cupid's bow, this brush again, and kind of like diffuse this all together so it doesn't look too harsh. And my forehead, of course. And done. I'm gonna go ahead and do some mascara. I like to use mascara for my eyebrows and just kind of brush it out. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just use this brush that we used originally and just, it has some color, so we're gonna go very, very lightly. Gonna add some mascara to the bottom lashes. So I'm going to go ahead with this Live Glam Birthday Cake Edition, I believe. And it's in the shade Paris. Add this color. And we are done with our final look. Thank you so much for watching. If you did like this video, this little tutorial on how I got this look, don't forget to like and subscribe, and on the next one. Thank you.